Now, when I am talking about my country or in India, uh, India has some environmental law which has a protection for air, which has protection for trees, which has protection for the land and water pollutions. Right? So there are protections law. In this law, what is defined is that we should not pollute our air, water, and land. Right? Noise pollution is also having some criteria that beyond this decimal you cannot use the speakers or something in some particular region, but not at every place. For example, if you are near a school building, you shouldn't use speakers with a huge decimals, right? So this is what actually the works, or this is how the works are going on and uh, are related to with laws. Now, when we are talking about some environmental laws in India, if you cut the tree, that is a criminal offense. If you cut a tree, although uh, you can cut the tree, but you have to follow the procedure. For example, if you want to cut the tree, then what you have to do is you have to go at a Mamlatdar office. There is an authority which is that is an I can say he is a magistrate of any village. He is a magistrate of a village. So you have to visit him. You have to ask him. You have to fill the form, and you need to ask him. Once you ask them, they will do the procedure and they will ask you to cut the tree, but the condition is that you are supposed to grow some more trees. For example, if you are cutting one tree, then you have to grow minimum 5 trees. Right? So this is what the conditions are when you are growing, when you are going through this, when you are willing to cut the trees. Now, if it is in a eco-sensitive zone, that means if it is nearby the forest area, which are the reserve forest or sanctuary, then they will not give you a permission to cut the trees. Now, what you have to do is that you have to go to forest officers and ask them if they allow, and they might not allow also. And if they don't allow, then you cannot cut the trees. Now, what you have to do is now you have to, if you cut that tree, what happens with you? You will be under the section 304, which is an section 30, sorry, 302, which is an section of killing the person. So if you cut a tree, it is equivalent to kill a person when you are not having any permission. In similar way, there is a law in which you cannot directly release your industrial water or a wastewater to the river. What you have to do is you need to treat that the sewage should be treated, and only then it should be released to any sewer or any river. Right? So this is a foremost criteria. In in India, there is an environmental department which ask you to submit your environmental report at every 4 months. That means at every season you have to submit the environmental report to these people. Now, in this situation, what you are supposed to do is, what you have to do is, you need to ask them to come and visit and have some samples. Samples of what? Samples of air, water. These two samples are taken and it has been analyzed. If they are found above above the level, above the landmark of that level, above the benchmark of that level, then what you have to do, you need to go through some treatment and reduce that level. If you don't reduce that level within given certain time, then you are asked to close your industry. And this is what happens over here. This is how it works. I don't know what are the environmental laws which are given in your country. What are the protection environmental protection law in your country? But there might be some. There might be something, right? Uh, Here, I don't know what are there, but you can figure out that. Can you figure out that?
Yes, I can. I agree with this.
So, from which country you belong to?
Zambia.
Zambia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So there might be some environmental laws over there also, and it might be helpful to you as well, because once you know some laws, then you can again uh, educate the people also, and you educate yourself also once you are knowing this articles, acts, and its law. So this is what we are up to now. I think you had some query related to your PPT or something, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you just tell me what's the problem with it?
Oh,
What problem you are facing actually?
no, I just wanted to get some notes for the PPT which I was supposed to prepare for the publishing.
Uh,
Because yeah, because we didn't finish the that other time when we were doing the publishing, we didn't actually finish. We only
okay,
did water publishing, prepare and done. We didn't do that.
okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, okay. So you need a notes for that right now.
Yes,
Uh, I'll give you that notes, right? Can I WhatsApp you?
yes, I'm
I think it will be convenient for you also as well.
yes,
So I'll WhatsApp you the notes, and then what you can do is you can go through that. First of all, you are clear with your examination how this will be conducted for the CCDM subject particularly. Do you know?
no, I'm not yet sure about that.
Okay, so you don't have any exams for this, right? What all you have to do is you need to prepare some presentations and you need to give the presentation that you have already given also. I think two of the presentation has been given by you, right?
Yes,
And it has been submitted to me also. So you need to cover this portions. You don't have any external or written exam for this. One exam that will be there will be MCQ based exam for the environment. What is environment? What are the troposphereness, exospheres, and all that things. And it might contain 30 marks, right? Or there will be exam which has the 15 marks for environment and 15 marks for pollution. That's it. And that will be that will be 100% MCQ based test. And you don't have any finals exams. You just need to give some viva and some. Already you have given your term work, right? Your term works are your PPT and case study. So you have already submitted that. So we don't have any problem related to that. So it's all okay about this. So let me know that I think you might be all clear about what you have to do, right? And now you don't have an external exam for this subject. Why? Because it is a skill-based subject. And when you are going through a skill-based subject, you don't have exams for that. You have the continuous assessment for that. Continuous assessment, that means you are continuously given some task and you are continuously submitting that task, and in this process we are continually evaluating you, right? So I have evaluated you from beginning itself, when I have asked you for presentation, and when I have asked you to give your presentation, right? You have given on Google Classroom. So I was evaluating you since that, and I've already marked you. A few of the markings are still remaining, but few of the topics are also still remaining, right? So this is what our process is. So you don't need a reading material, but what you need is